I get the idea, but putting this many popular search terms in one ad is... No, I'll do it. This is Kyle from TrueStory.fm, and I'm here to encourage you to become a supporter of our shows. You'll marvel at what a great deal it is from here to DC. If it's your election to pay just $5 a fortnight, you can get early access to ad-free episodes plus bonus content made just for members. Why, that's less than an espresso. You'll be a star. Wars have been fought over less amazing treasure. You look nice. Did you get a new tailor? Swiftly head over to truestory.fm/join to find out how you can become a member. It's a great place to be, your own personal pink pony club. Well, it's time for me to say goodbye when I'd rather say hello, kitty. Is that what you wanted?
Before we dive in, here's another show you can enjoy in the True Story FM family of entertainment podcasts.
Ever wondered what happens when a Zoomer who grew up on the Clone Wars,
a millennial Anakin defender,
and a grumpy old Gen Xer walk into a cantina to talk Star Wars?
Then we've got the podcast for you.
Star Wars Generations is a place for fans of all backgrounds to come together, talk about why we love the franchise, and what we can learn from each other.
With so much new Star Wars content coming out, we take a deep dive into all of it. We talk stories and characters, what we learn about the Force and the Empire, Republics old and new, and how each story adds to the larger picture.
Besides episode-by-episode coverage of the new shows, we've been going back to watch the movies in release order. We talk about Star Wars novels and video games, along with fan content and cosplay.
And with each episode, we're just starting the conversation, and we hope you jump in. We'll read your feedback, answer your questions. We've even had full episodes dedicated to questions raised by listeners like you.
You can find us under Star Wars Generations on your favorite podcast app, or by going to theethicalpanda.com. May the Force be with you.
Now this is podcasting.
Horror movies get a bad rap. They're cheap thrills, mindless gore, not cinema, blah, blah, blah.
But we here at Sitting in the Dark know better. We know that horror is more than just jump scares and chainsaws. It's a reflection of our deepest fears, our anxieties, Okay, and there's a lot of jump scares and chainsaws.
Join us, Pete Wright, Tommy Metz III, Kyle Olson, and Keenan Diaz, as we cut into the dark heart of horror cinema.
Every episode, we explore a different facet of the genre, from survival horror to home invasions, from zombies to birds. We tickle the tropes, analyze the angles, and sharpen our own axes along the way.
We'll introduce you to the classics that shaped the genre.
And the modern masterpieces that are pushing the boundaries of terror.
Sitting in the Dark is your guide to navigating the terrifying, thrilling, and sometimes hilariously bad world of horror movies.
We'll help you understand why we love to be scared.
And maybe even convert you into a horror fan yourself.
So turn off the lights,
close the basement door,
and join us.
Sitting in the Dark.
Ox Hare presents, in association with True Story FM, the Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society. Today's adventure, The Scars I Have Ignored, Part 4.
Why would Iris be targeting us after all this time?
Iris?
Goldie! She just zipped down here and grabbed her.
Quick, to the roof!
Oof! Ouch! Ugh. That was a pretty good trick.
Like catching a worm at the end of the hook.
So she does speak. It's nice to meet you, F. Or would you prefer I call you Aster?
The infamous Marigold. Time to see if you really deserve your place in the society.
I don't have to prove anything to you.
Does that mean you're giving up?
Not a chance.
Then fight. Fight for your life. Fight for your safety. Fight for all the privileges you've been given.
I know who you are.
No, you know who I was. You have no idea who I became, who I am now.
You're right. I've been tricked, captured, tortured, and nearly killed by someone who signed everything with an F. And it wasn't even your name. That's cheating.
Is this sweet talk? Trying to lure me in?
But then I heard a story about a sweet girl who got dealt a hard hand. Turns out they're one and the same. You say you don't get me? Well, I don't get you either, sister.
Look at Miss Marigold. All the luck in the world, and she doesn't even see it.
How am I lucky?
You trained at the feet of one of the greatest swindlers of all time. You traveled the world before you even turned 20.
You know my mother?
I haven't had the honor, but I know her reputation. Since ditching her, you've stumbled through your life, always getting in your own way. But somehow, everywhere you went, you kept pulling aces.
You think that my life was all good fortune? That the coin always came up heads? Not even close.
Come on, tell me your secret. How do you rig every game you play? What's your angle here at the society? Is it Saffron's money you're after?
No. I'm here because I want to be. Because they want me to be. I've earned my place.
Have you? Because from what I've learned, this is all built on a lie.
What do you mean?
Marigold, you are your mother's daughter. Think back. That night, when you met Zinnia and Saffron, it was at Alexandria's house when Vicious Swa attacked.
What about it?
You weren't working as a maid. You were casing the joint. You were going to rob her during the party.
How could you know that?
I've run in some pretty sinister circles, ma'am.
Ma'am?
And they like to gossip. Your ex-partner is still waiting for their cut.
You found Jasper?
I did. He's in prison. You need to worry about me.
I didn't. He's not. You don't have the...
Once a thief, always a thief. You're just waiting for the big score. Then you'll cut and you'll run.
That's not true.
You're telling me that you don't have a book in your room with the locations and value of every precious thing in this house?
No.
Huh.
My sword.
Then this book of recipes I found, the one with your handwriting in it, if I open it up, it'll tell me how to make delicious cookies and cakes. How many first editions does it take to make a pie?
Give that back.
Take it. I don't want it. I know the value of this place, and you can't fit it on a ledger.
Aster, stop. Let Goldie go.
Not another step. I'm extremely talented, but this blade is extremely sharp. I'd hate to damage your pretty little thief in residence.
We can talk about this.
Oh, we've got plenty to talk about, but that comes later. Today's game has just started. We're about to start round 2. Come a little closer, Goldie.
Sure, whatever you want.
And if you could drop that knife you keep strapped to your thigh, and that steel pin you've got in your hair. Very nice. I'll let you keep the razor in your boot. You wouldn't be able to reach it in time.
How do you know all this?
I'm a very good student. Let's see if you can say the same. They've taught you to sword fight, given you some lessons in manners. But Goldie, did the ladies ever teach you how to fly? Ah! Better move quick, Auntie Saffron. I don't know how well I secured that line.
Goldie.
Catch me if you can, Auntie Zinnia.
Saffron.
I have her. Goldie, I'm here. Swing me back toward the wall.
Zinnia, go.
Find her. But don't hurt her.
I will do what I can.
Well, here we are again, just hanging around.
Esther, stop!
Whatever you say, Auntie.
Why do you say that word like it's an insult?
I don't revile it. I revere it. I wish you would too.
You seem so angry with us. Why?
Pull up a chair while I spoon feed you everything? I think not. Wait, this is you trying to keep me talking while you move into position. Stop right there.
I'm here to listen.
She said, with her hand on libertine. Carte Blanche taught you well.
Please don't bring my mother into this.
But you already know I can beat you in a sword fight.
If memory serves, it was you who ran away. Limped away. Bloody and exhausted.
I held my own.
That you did.
And I'm not anxious for a rematch.
You are surrendering.
Far from it. I'm just changing the battlefield. You should have listened to Carmen Crimson and watched your footing.
Merde! I can't believe I fell for that.
Don't worry, I won't tell your wife.
I can't see you. Come into the light.
Ah, but that's the game. Hard to fight when you can't see your opponent. But in that square of sunlight, I can see you just fine.
Oh, my arm!
Don't worry, I didn't give you a new one. Just reopen one of the scars I already gave you. Into ready position? Very nice. Now she's evaluating the situation. Will she trust her reflexes that she'll see the next strike coming from the shadows? Or will she step into the darkness and hope she'll find her way? Light or dark, the known or the unknown.
Esther, when last we fought, I had no idea who you were.
And now that you do?
I am confused. Why all this rage? Why are we enemies?
You think that's what this is? That I'm here to beat you? Conquer you? Kill you?
Aren't you?
All these lessons. And you're still not paying attention.
Yes, I am a terrible student. I prefer to learn as I go. Making mistakes is part of my process. But I don't want to make another one with you.
I found that pain is the best teacher.
Then you have been taught a terrible lesson.
Some students just refuse to learn. Why does it have to be the hard way with you?
Enough. Into darkness I go.
Excellent.
But not alone. You think you know everything about us. Allow me to illuminate the situation with the flames of libertine.
Ooh, pretty green flames on your sword. Hey, is that gasoline I smell?
Oh, shit. It's official. I hate her.
Nice boat.
It's a ship.
Trying to make an aquatic escape?
This is how I got here, not how I'm leaving.
Can we please not fight?
This is the debate portion, right?
If you'd like.
We've entered round 3.
Please, no more games.
You don't like my lessons? Then you really won't like the cut of my jib. Never really took to sailing, did you?
Aster, please.
Stay right there. We're balanced on the boom. You drop, I'll drop. And while you'd end up in the Mediterranean, I'd fall onto the ship, the dock, those crates. Who knows? You take one step and you seal my fate. Ready to take the plunge?
Détente, then. Aster, it's good to see you again.
No, You don't get to do that.
Do what?
Act like you've just shown up to my graduation. Congrats! You look so nice.
But I am happy to see you. You've grown into a beautiful young woman. You're brave, you're skilled, you're intelligent.
Just stop it.
Have I said anything untrue? That you don't believe?
You should be angry. You should be confused. You should be worried.
I am all those things. One side effect of my upbringing, I choose to show what I want on the outside, while feeling other things on the inside.
Mommy taught you to keep it all bottled up. Sounds like a volcano about to erupt.
Mother would call it compartmentalization. But you're not wrong. But I mean what I say. I'm overjoyed to know that you're alive and thriving.
Where were you?
All over the place.
No, I know where you've been. Where were you?
Aster.
You killed my mother.
What? No, we most certainly did not.
Fine. You allowed me to think that she died. Iris, the closest thing to a mom I ever had, you lied to me. I was a child, and you lied right to my face.
You're right. I did. It was what she wanted, what she asked us to do.
She's dead now. For real.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. She was a wonderful friend, probably my first true infatuation. I loved her in my way. Iris was an amazing woman, but she was a terrible mother.
What? How can you say that?
She abandoned you. You were, for all intents and purposes, her child. And she left you for her calling, her crusade.
And how is what you did any different?
I would have been a bad mother too.
You don't know that.
I do. Listen, I care about you. About Goldie, Viviana, all the young women who have come through our doors. But I never wanted children of my own. Neither does Zinnia.
You didn't want me?
No, that's not what I mean. Children need comfort, support, stability. That's not the way our lives have gone.
I would have.
You wouldn't have. I can promise you that. All that, plus my father telling me about the importance of me producing an heir, it was never part of our plan. And I'm not apologizing for how I feel. I'm sorry if that hurts you. We did what we thought was best, but it looks like we still left a scar.
You really are everything Iris said you were. I knew I made the right choice.
In punishing us? Inflicting pain on us?
You and Zinnia. Two of a kind. So fixated on revenge.
We're here.
Saffron.
Perfect timing. Zinnia? Down the rabbit hole.
Understood.
What does that mean?
It means it's time to take a tumble. Bye-bye, baby.
I got her.
Let go of me.
If you insist.
Goldie, would you mind giving me a hand up?
Not at all. Hup. And how is the day this morning?
Salty and cold.
I dated a sailor like that. How are you, my love?
Wet, but intact. However, I am wishing I hadn't spent all that time doing my makeup this morning.
Fluffy towels and a warm fire await you. But first, some business to conclude.
Time for answers.
Liberté.
Égalité.
Fraternité.
Or death, right? That's how it ends.
If it's an ending you want, we're happy to provide.
There's nowhere to go. That dock is a dead end. Your ship has been disabled.
Sun's showing its face, so no smoke bombs for quick exits.
Ocean on one side, the city on the other, and us standing between. And should you try to swim, I will catch you.
She's that good of a swimmer?
Like an otter. It's quite impressive. Plus, she's trained to hold her breath for long periods of time.
She likes swimming that much?
No, it has other useful applications.
You are one of the finest warriors with whom I have crossed swords. But the three of us versus you, it is a fool's bet.
When we're together, you can't beat us.
You think I want to beat you?
All right, enough of that. I like a good mystery as much as the next gal, but it's time for the what's the explanation part called?
The denouement.
Thank you. Spill it, sister. What was the point of all this?
All my life, I've had one goal: to become as amazing as Saffron and Zinnia. Just as smart, just as tough, just as fabulous.
This feels like a compliment, but there's an edge behind it.
You two changed my life. You showed me how much was possible. You were women who didn't let their circumstances define their life. You wrestled it to the ground and said, no, this is how it's going to go.
You have a funny way of showing your fandom.
I did what you said. I traveled the world. I found teachers.
That's great. That is great, right?
Only I learned different lessons. The teachers I found weren't as interested in kindness and compassion. I discovered the world doesn't care what you want. But swords aren't found. They're forged, hammered into a useful shape.
This doesn't sound good.
And by the time I found you again, saw what you were doing, what you had built, the Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society. It's amazing.
Inspired in part by Iris's work, only a smidge less clandestine.
And no sea monsters.
But by the time I reached Massalia, I realized I wasn't the same person. The little girl who dreamed of standing by your side.
We would have welcomed you.
I knew I was worthy, but I didn't know if you were worthy of me. I needed to make sure you were ready for the challenges ahead. You've lost touch with how cruel the world can be. You need someone to get you up to date.
You sent assassins to try and kill our friend.
And you showed that you could use all your resources to defend her. And even revealed an ugly truth to her. You lied to me, but you told Viviana the truth. Well done.
You put Goldie in the crosshairs of a murderous cult.
I needed to see if you'd choose love over duty.
All this business with the formality?
You've been underestimating their threat. I directed your attention back to them.
You poisoned us.
I expanded your horizons. The brain can deceive, convince you that any little thing you do is noble and right. But the heart never lies. And even under the influence, your hearts led you back to each other.
You kidnapped us, stabbed Cinia.
I needed to know how far she was willing to go, and that she understood the stakes.
You dropped me into fire, to my death.
You lived! Besides, I knew about the jacket. Facing death brought you closer together.
You nearly destroyed our life by putting us in the path of those moralistic morons.
That was a mistake. I didn't know about the illustrious quill. I'm sorry about that.
You stole my private writings and made them public?
You were keeping a secret from those closest to you. It was holding you back. Now it's out, and you've shared a new part of yourself with the world and those you love. I've expanded your connection.
That's not how it felt in the moment.
Learning isn't instant. Sometimes the connections only connect after time has passed. Secrets can be dangerous, block us from those we care about. Isn't that right, Goldie?
What is she talking about?
No idea. More mind games.
If that's how you want it, fine. Time for the final results.
A battle for the ages? Only the winner gets to continue our work?
A fight for the heart of Massalia?
Last woman standing gets the crown?
You've passed all my tests. I'm very proud of all of you for the work you've done. This is graduation day, and I'm ready.
You're ready. Ready for what?
Isn't it obvious? Now that I have assessed your skills, I'm here to join. The trio will become a quartet. Of course, I'll need a name. Mademoiselle de la Mort is a bit more dire than I want to convey.
You're joking. You're not joking. I don't think she's joking.
I've shown that I'm as smart, as tough, as skilled as any of you. And now you've shown your worth to me. It's a perfect match.
You've stabbed us, lied to us,
Put our lives, our friends' lives, in mortal danger.
Drugged us, tortured us, exposed our secrets to our enemies.
After all this, you expect to be brought into our home, our lives?
I only have one thing to say to you, Aster.
Tell her how it is, Saffron.
Welcome to the Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society.
What? The season 5 finale, The Scars I Have Ignored, was written, directed, and edited by Kyle Olson, starring Amy Shaw as Zinnia, Anastasia Plum as Saffron, Cara Gallo as Goldie, hey, that's me, Valerie Meese as Iris, Ryan Malachowski as Gerald, Devin Mayan as Anatole, and Chrissy Lenz as Lady Voss and Aster. Our theme song is written and performed by Headley Knights, and our interstitial music is Intended Force by Kevin MacLeod. Make sure to follow us on Instagram or Blue Sky at Ox Hare so you won't miss the next thrilling adventure. The Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society is an Ox Hare media production. Old format, new ideas.